Good morning, Whitecourt Baptist. We are so excited that you could join with us online today. I know this isn't what any of us wanted, but I'm thankful we can still praise God together. I know life is tough right now, but through it all, God is still good and worthy of our praise. Happy Mother's Day to all you amazing moms, grandmas, aunties, and all the other important mother figures out there. Thank you for all you do for us and teaching us to love God. We couldn't do life without your guidance and support. We love you. Let us begin to worship this morning.
Well, one of the worst fears about running a service completely online is we're hoping that people are still with us. We're hoping we're not doing this for nothing, just in an empty room. So we're really trusting that you, and as individuals and families, are with us this morning. We've even been praying for the tech and all the things that seem out of our control. Those guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much. Man, we just sung those lyrics, even when I don't see it or feel it, you're working. And it reminds me of Psalm 112, verse 4, which says, even in darkness, light dawns for the upright, for those who are gracious and compassionate and righteous. God has a lightness in store for us, blessings for those who are faithful to Him. And we have an opportunity this morning to highlight a ministry which we as a church support that really focuses on providing God's care and light to dark and difficult situations. We're going to catch an update from the Pregnancy Care Center, which is in 3 communities, including Whitecourt in our area. An update now from Natalie Walters.
My name is Natalie Walter, and I'm the Executive Director of the West Yellowhead Pregnancy Care Center. And as of today, we are officially launching our baby bottle campaign, and sadly again this year without the bottles. We're back to a virtual fundraiser, and I'm hoping it's for the last time since these videos are really hard to make. So our baby bottle campaign is going to run from Mother's Day to Father's Day again this year, and our goal is audacious. We are hoping to raise $15,000. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let me just start by letting you know what the last year has been like at our center. We had a surge of clients last summer, and those are the months that are typically quietest at our office. What was really unusual was the age demographic we were serving. Typically, our clients range mostly between the ages of 17 to 21, but this year, most of our clients were 14 and 15 years old or in their late 20s and 30s. I often tell our volunteers that an unplanned pregnancy is not actually the problem that we're dealing with, recognizing that most of our clients have a past history of sexual or physical abuse, and in several cases, sexual assault. Unplanned pregnancy is actually a symptom of a problem. It usually comes from a place of instability and unresolved grief. So it's no surprise to me that our numbers increased over the last year and that our age demographic covers a much larger span. So we've changed our approach a little bit to not only be a reactive support system, but a proactive one. I've become licensed in grief recovery, and we've also continued to do our Healthy Relationship School presentations to hundreds of students, even through this pandemic. All of this in addition to the services we've always offered. The truth is, though, that we're running this operation on a pretty lean budget. We used to be one office in Hinton with a full-time and part-time staff member, and now we're running 3 offices in Hinton, Edson, and Whitecourt with 2 part-time staff. There is so much work for us to do, seeing as these locations all have more than double the provincial average of teen birth rates. But it is incredibly hard to survive as a nonprofit during a pandemic. Now, I will be the first to acknowledge that there are a ton of causes out there that are going to be asking for your support. I know this because I feel that pull too. This cause will not resonate with everyone, but I am hoping that it does resonate with some of you. One of my favorite authors recently wrote, "There are some needs only you can see, there are some hands only you can hold, and there are some people only you can reach." And with that, I want to thank you for considering the West Yellowhead Pregnancy Care Center as a cause that you might be willing to see and that you might be willing to reach today.
2 Corinthians 12:9-10 says, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties, for when I am weak, then I am strong."